What's good, y'all? What's good, Real Talk Squad? This is Miles, and you're listening to Real Talk with Miles Johnson, where you know we always keep it real. Let's get right into it, man. First off, thank y'all. 10K on Instagram, 10K on TikTok. 2024 is Mamba year. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz, man. I appreciate all the love, and we're going to get right into this episode. And look, we got the Eagles versus Giants preview. Last game of the season. All right, look, it might be a situation where the Eagles sit out their starters because the Cowboys are up by like 20 points at halftime. And at that point, it's like, what are we playing for? What are we playing for? I can see that. I can see why you would sit the starters. But I also want to get our mojo back because when we're going into the playoffs, we want to have those good vibes, right? So it's the battle of the two. Do we play our starters and have a great game and roll over with those vibes? Or do we go ahead and rest our starters because that MetLife turf is so bad and then just roll with our punches and have our guys all the way healthy when we play the NFC South potentially, right? So let me just say this. I think that the Eagles should play their starters. I think this because the Cowboys beating the Commanders is not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. They might beat them, but it's a certified lock. Because what can go happen will go wrong with the Cowboys. Something will go wrong with the Cowboys. It might not be this week, but it'll be in the playoff time. And they're not a team that I can see that shows up when the lights are the brightest, bro. So I'm going to just say this again. The Cowboys beating the Commanders is not guaranteed win. And this should be something that the Eagles should use as ammo to be like, look, we should play our starters and fight for this number 2 seed. But, of course, if the game gets out of hand on the Cowboys side, Nick gotta just sit these guys. Let Marcus Mariota go off. Whoever. Let these guys go off. Let me also say this, too. Call me crazy, but I think A.J. Brown saved the season. Because when you have one of your best players, one of the leaders on the team, backing the coaching staff that has been ridiculed and rightfully so by the media, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes because this is a guy that knows. I don't care what A.J. Brown says. He knows. He can't say it, but he knows that this coaching staff got his man injured. I don't care what anybody says. He knows it. But he's not going to go out here and say, oh, yeah, Brian Johnson injured my man Smitty. He's not going to say that. He's not going to say this play calling is trash. A.J. Brown's not going to say that. He's being a good teammate. But being a good teammate is going to resonate in the locker room and something that I believe this Eagles team is going to fall back on and be like, hey, everybody's against us. We're going to be the underdog, unless we're playing the NFC South. Let's rally around each other and let's use all this criticism that we're getting. Let's use this adversity to, bring us to our ultimate goal of getting that Super Bowl. So I think what A.J. Brown did spoke volumes around the locker room because anybody knows it's the coaching staff. But when you say, heck, it's the players, we're the only ones playing, it puts onus on everybody on the field to be like, yo, we got to go ahead and perform to the best of our ability, execute the best that we can because this coaching staff ain't doing us any favors, but we got to stick together. So with the A.J. Browns, you have the Jason Kelce's, the Lane Johnsons, the Fletcher Coxes, all these guys, Brandon Graham, all these guys that been there and done that. I'm going to keep saying it. These are the guys that I want to lead this team into the playoffs. They've done it all season long. They will have to continue to do this, right? Jason Kelce is always positive. Brandon Graham is always positive. Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox, these are guys that know what it takes to get to that next level. So they're going to have to be the guys that elevate this team. I think they can do it. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. But it's like I'm optimistic, but it's like if y'all let me down, oh my gosh. If y'all let me down, just don't do that, because I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go off, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose my voice. I don't want to do all that. You feel me? So let's think about it like that. Also, too, what I want to see from the defense, I want to see Zach Cunningham, make some great plays, right? He's coming back from injury. I want him to, have a game like Shaq Leonard had, against the Giants, and have those great vibes roll over into the playoffs, right? Because we are going to need Zach Cunningham if we have any aspirations of, never mind a Super Bowl, making it to the NFC Championship game. Also, as well, you know what? On defensively too, then I'll get to offense. Defensively, the defensive line has to get home. They have to. How do you only have one sack against the Giants, who have a trash offensive line, in the first outing? You have to get home. Otherwise, Tyrod Taylor is going to pick apart this secondary. And if the defensive line can't get home against the Giants, what the hell is the 49ers going to do if we manage to beat the AFC South winner? Come on. I mean, the NFC South winner. Like, come on, man. Come on. The Eagles' defensive line has to get home, because if they don't, who are they going to beat in the playoffs? Who? They have to. Hassan Reddick. Can they stop having him play in coverages? Please. Like, just stop. I need Josh Sweat. I want to see Josh Sweat do his little. I need to see that. I need to see Hassan Reddick feasting. I need to see Jalen Carter go crazy. I need to see Jordan Davis. They've been saying you out of shape, bro. Prove these guys wrong. Please do. I want to see that, man. I want to see this defensive line get back to the form that we know it can play too. Offensively, my last point, in the event that the Eagles, rest their starters and all that, the Giants game is the perfect game to see what Rashad Penny is made of. Facts. I don't know if the Eagles were waiting until the postseason to play this guy, but to have him inactive basically the entire year, it doesn't make any sense to me. So unless you're, waiting until the postseason time because the guy is injury prone and you want to make sure that he's 100% going into playoff time, that's the only reasonable explanation I can use as to why they're not, using this guy. However, I want to see Rashad Penny go off in this Giants game. I don't care to see DeAndre Swift in this game. I don't even want to see DeAndre Swift play in MetLife Stadium. But I want to see what Rashad Penny is made of, and I believe that he will contribute very, very well against the Giants. Let's see what the guy's he got nothing to lose. Let's give him the season. Come on. Let's see what this guy is made of, man. We going to need him. We are going to need him. I believe in the guy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's see what the Birds do. My reaction or my prediction for this game, 34-27 Eagles. I don't believe we will blow them out. If we cover the spread, I will be extremely happy. but I believe our offense will go off. I pray that I'm wrong about this defense and they actually get some major, major stops. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. I love y'all, and always keep it real. I'm out.